Hello and welcome to a very, very exciting video because today is an historic moment. Today, I'm making an unboxing video of what is the world's very first officially licensed Evil Dead chainsaw hand. Well, more specifically Army of Darkness, but you get the idea. For years, decades even, fans have been wanting prop replicas from the Evil Dead franchise. The first thing we ever got really was the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, aka Naturom Demonto, the Book of the Dead, that was provided by Trick or Treat Studios. Granted, there's been some variations in an officially licensed capacity before, but never a true one-to-one scale replica. Most fans, they want one-to-one scale. And it's crazy that it's taken this long because the franchise has been around for over 40 years. And you look at other franchises that have been around for about as long, if not longer, that are extremely popular, like Friday the 13th or A Nightmare on Elm Street, and how they've had merchandise in constant rotation in brick and mortar stores almost every single year. And there's no shortage of prop replicas of Jason's hockey mask or his machete or his outfit or Freddy's hat or his sweater or his glove. But you never really see anything of Evil Dead, so the fact that it's taken this long to get a chainsaw is absolutely insane. And again, you even have franchises that are more recent, like Terrifier. Terrifier 2 came out a few years ago. There's no shortage of merchandise in stores of Art the Clown. Whereas Evil Dead, you have to go far and wide to find stuff in person, let alone online. And every time there's merchandise online, it sells out like that. So it's like, you gotta act quick. Back to the subject at hand. This thing, Syndicate Collectibles, Army of Darkness, one-to-one scale prop replica of Ash's chainsaw. Say that 5 times fast. It comes out later this month in August, but they had a few on hand at San Diego Comic-Con for the first 100 fans that showed up to the booth to purchase it. I wasn't able to make it to the con, so thankfully I had a friend, Bill, shout out to you, for taking your time to partially begrudgingly going to the booth and picking this up for me. Thank you to Christy for meeting up with Bill and grabbing it from him. And thank you to Jerry of Syndicate Collectibles for helping out to make sure that this happened. I really appreciate you guys and the work you put in to allow this to happen. So anyways, without further ado, I am gonna officially start this unboxing video. I'm gonna open this sucker up, take a look at what's inside, show it off for the camera, and talk about it. Box inside. This sucker is big. This box is cool too. This is the front, and as you can see, I'm pretty sure the design of the box is different than how it's listed online. The back of the box is pretty cool. Anyways, this side, I'm trying to show this off a little bit better. Oh wow, this looks even better in person. Just looking at it from inside the box, but this is the front of the box, Army of Darkness, Ash's chainsaw, electronic prop replica, and there's an image of Ash from the very famous Army of Darkness poster in the Frank Frazetta style artwork, with a cameo of Sheila's hand groping his leg. Again, here's the top. Hail to the King, baby. Blood splatter. It's got like a wood motif and like a little wooden, almost cabin-like motif with branches. Blood splatter, evoking the feelings of earlier entries of the Evil Dead franchise, or the windmill. This is Army of Darkness on the side, Ash chainsaw. There's one of the skeletons. Army of Darkness, there's the pit bitch. And then the back of this is just so cool. Look at all the details. I love how on the bottom here it says final product may vary, does not cut. Groovy grip handles are ready for action. Eternal trigger activates chainsaw sound effects. Stick your meat hook right in the hole. What? Stick your meat hook right in the hole and you're ready to rock. And then down here in the corner it says, Deadites getting you down. Grab your officially licensed Army of Darkness Ash's chainsaw and remind those boneheads who's boss. This highly detailed, screen-accurate prop replica is sure to impress even the most primitive screwheads. This is amazing. I love it. I love how, like, the way it's being, its little synopsis description down here is almost like something you'd find in a smart infomercial or something. I dig it. Alrighty, now to the main event. Let's open this sucker up. I think I'm gonna open it from. It makes sense to open it from the handle. We're gonna that out the post. Alright. Let's carefully open this sucker up. Oh, I forgot to show the bottom. Bottom's cool. It's an image silhouette of Ash's saw. And all the legal paraphernalia. This is not a toy. Even though one could kind of say that it is a toy, but it's really not. It is like a prop replica. For decoration only. And then all the legal jargon, Syndicate Collectibles, Orion Pictures Corporation, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, yada yada yada. Requires 3 AAA batteries that are included. That's very nice of them. I was worried about that before making this unboxing video. I was like, I'd hate to stop it and have to go get batteries, but thankfully they're included. Alright, let's carefully open this sucker up. Here are instructions. Ooh, the plastic is strong. Let me get this out of here. I feel like this should be like an ASMR stream. Listen to that tape. How to operate. Insert hand through opening and back. 2, grip internal handle. 3, press trigger button for sound. Give you guys a better look of it in this box real quick. There it is, as you can see. It looks really, really nice. Like the quality of the video is not doing this thing justice at all. So, got the saw out of the box. This is what the inside of the box looks like. It's got some blood splatter motif, pretty cool, but that is not what you care about. What you care about is this baby right here. The saw. Look at this gorgeous thing here. Let me come around and show it off a little bit better. Dramatic music, please. Look at that. Really cool paint job. I like how the blood actually has some texture to it, the paint job. It's like a thick paint blood job on it. I love it. And then the paint job on the silver on the bar is actually pretty shiny. I dig it. That's what the inside looks like. Here's the top. Bottom. Obviously with the batteries and the on-off switches. This is pretty dope. I'm really pleased with this. On video, it doesn't do it justice at all how this saw looks. Now, I already know there's gonna be a bunch of fanboys out there that are gonna heavily complain about what they feel is or isn't exactly one-to-one perfect accurate in terms of the paint job and the mold and whatnot. And it's like, Give me a break, all right? This is our first officially licensed chainsaw prop replica ever. We should be happy that we've even gotten this, number one. We should be grateful. And it's like, I get it. You want things to be perfect. You're not always going to get everything perfect, because you have to remember, this is something that is, a prototype is made, and then a mold of the prototype is made, and then it's mass produced in warehouses on assembly lines and whatnot. So keeping that in mind, this is pretty damn good. Like, an officially licensed prop replica is hardly ever going to look just like you stepped on to the film set and took the prop home with you. You know what I mean? And I know there are people that make fan-made chainsaws out of actual home lights and whatnot that are like, oh, is this gonna ruin our sales and whatnot? No, it's not, because you're still gonna have people that are gonna want the actual chainsaws, the real deal. Now, granted, Syndicate is looking at the possibility of doing something similar and making a true replica, but it's like, it's about time we have official licensed stuff, you know? You're still going to be able to make your custom stuff, just like people complain that there isn't a pull cord here where there should be. You act like you're not going to mod this anyway. I already know there are people that are going to buy these saws and redo the paint jobs and modify the hell out of it to make it even more screen accurate or more to their liking. So that's why I feel like the complaints are ridiculous. This is meant to be put on display and to be used. An actual perfectly true replica of Ash's chainsaw hand would be for display only. You know, this is great for if you want to do cosplay or have a Halloween costume, which is the reason why, you know, I know people were complaining, oh, this isn't entirely accurate. Well, it can't be in terms of trying to make it a one-size-fits-all. Not everyone's hands is able to fit snugly and comfortably in the thing, which reminds me, I have yet to put my hand in the hole yet. Dramatic music from the franchise, if you please. That feels really good. That feels better than I could have expected or imagined. Not too loose, not too tight, just right. You see, I got plenty of room in there. It doesn't hurt to have my hand in there. There's plenty of space. You can see there's a little bit of space in there as well on the sides. I'm gonna put my hand in there. That feels groovy. I'm really digging that. That feels good. Now that I'm moving my hand around a little bit, I will say, on this end, some of the plastic on the inside is hitting like my knuckles area, and that is admittedly slightly uncomfortable, but nowhere near as uncomfortable as when I tried to make my own chainsaw hand. So I won't complain too much. That's the only nitpick I can have about this saw so far. It doesn't bother me that the bar is thick, because I know some people were complaining about that, or you know, you have to all this other stuff that makes it look less screen accurate. This is fucking amazing, to be honest. For the world's first official licensed chainsaw prop replica from the Evil Dead franchise, specifically Army Darkness, this is dope. Now, I know some people were complaining about the speaker being here, and they feel like it should have been hidden where the grill is. Maybe they can do that in the future. I don't know. But, you know, some design choices are made the way they are because it's the most practical way to do it. Just like how some people are like, oh, I wish the chain moved. You know, like other chainsaw props that are out there. And they were saying it was hard to figure out how to do that because they did look at it. To be able to have your hand fit in the saw and have a mechanism to make it move. Because you would say there probably is space here, but realistically, it might have been difficult. I know from when I tried to make my own chainsaw hand, it wasn't easy. This is dope. Now let's see about flipping the switch. I believe it's this switch. Oh, I don't have it turned on. Duh. Turn the sucker on. That is loud. That is really, really loud. So this is obviously the chainsaw being idle. Oh. I looked at the instructions and completely forgot. The button is on the handle. Now I feel it. I didn't even feel it at first. Wow. This is cool though. I thought this might have done something. This is cool. They didn't even have to do this in terms of trying to add some interesting things about the saw. This switch moves, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't do anything. It just moves. That's actually really cool. Anyways, let me turn it back on. That's really cool. Honestly, I dig it. This thing it's badass. I could not be more happy with my purchase. Again, only complaint I have about this is that inside the saw, my knuckles are bumping up against something in this general area. And as you can see for my size hand, after a while, you can see like it's kind of left a dent. Actually kind of scratched up my skin a little bit too. And I'm turning a little bit red there. But other than that, no complaints. No complaints whatsoever. I am a satisfied customer. I think the paint job is cool. Like, as a hardcore fan, could I nitpick? Absolutely. I could absolutely nitpick the shit out of this if I wanted to, but I'm not, because what's the point? You know, it's a nitpick, not a general, actual worthy complaint. I already know there's gonna be other people, specifically in my social circles. Shout out to certain people from the Knights of Samaria and Ghost Speeder pages. Y'all know who y'all are. I already know which ones are gonna, once they get this in their hands, talk about it and be like, oh, this is crap, that's crap, this, that, and the other. If you don't need it to look and feel like you just picked it up off the set of one of the Evil Dead films, then you're gonna be satisfied. And again, if you have issues with the paint job, you can easily repaint it yourself. I think I personally at some point will get another one to modify it, because as a hardcore geek, of course I want stuff to look closer to how it actually looks like. But you also gotta remember, across the Evil Dead franchise, there's been multiple saws with multiple different paint jobs and scratches and dents and dings and whatnot on it. Just like there are raised top chainsaws and there's flat top chainsaws. So, but this, I'm satisfied with this. I think the paint job is also really cool. Let's see, can this stand? Yes, look at that. I really like the blood paint job. Originally, I didn't think I was. Originally, I would have rather had it not have any blood, and then I can just, you know, apply fake blood to it as I'm cosplaying, just like I'm gonna apply fake blood to my outfit. But this is really cool. I like the way it's splattered on the chainsaw. Seems realistic in terms of, you know, having actually fought a dead. I like how this looks like, you know, blood is dripping down. Like, this is cool. I didn't even notice this in other photos, but you got blood actually dripping down certain areas of the saw, which I think is cool, and then splatter in some other areas. I'm trying to show it off here in the lighting. Like, I just think it's really neat. And then it feels good to hold it with the other two handles as well. I would just say be very careful, because this thing obviously is fragile. Like, this is a little loose right here. But this is cool. Let me create my favorite pose. You know, when he's got both hands holding it up like this. This is dope. I really like this. I'm very, very, very satisfied with this. And I think the price is great. It's only about it's like what, 130 something odd dollars or something like that. It's less than 150, I know that much. Otherwise you'd have to pay a arm and a leg to get, you know, the higher quality stuff. And it's like, there's gonna be people that want the higher quality stuff, but there's people like me where I'm fine with this. Like, this is all I ever wanted with an Ash chainsaw for now. Like, one day I would like to eventually get a true chainsaw replica, but I like to cosplay as Ash. So that means I want a chainsaw that I can actually wear and use and not just have sitting on the shelf. Because let me tell you, I spent a day at a con wearing an actual Homelight chainsaw that was modded into Ash's chainsaw hand. And that sucker is uncomfortable as shit. It's cool and it looks badass, but it is not comfortable to wear at all. Now granted, there's a little spot in here where it does feel a little uncomfortable rubbing against my knuckle. But you know, you could put something on there to alleviate that, put some sort of stuffing or whatnot in there to cushion your hand. And I'm sure they're gonna do another run of these. I'm sure what's gonna happen is they're gonna look at feedback on this saw and be like, okay, let's do another run and redesign the saw based off of what people say. So to anyone that is getting this saw, and I know there's a lot of you, I would say let Syndicate Collectibles know across social media, you know, their official social channels and whatnot. Let them know what you like, what you don't like, and I'm sure they're gonna take it in consideration, because they seem to genuinely want to listen to fans and give fans what they want. I do think it's unfortunate that they were planning on doing a figure based off of Ellie from Evil Dead Rise and that plan fell through because they weren't sure if people actually wanted it. But I think they should do that because fans would want it. Which reminds me, if you haven't already checked out our interview with Jerry from Syndicate Collectibles, check it out on the Hail to the Deadites social channels. Really great guy, really sweet, very informative, a lot of cool stuff that he shared with us. I just want to close out this video with saying to any company out there that has the rights to the licenses of any Evil Dead entry, whether it's Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2013, Ash vs. Evil Dead, or Evil Dead Rise, please make more merchandise. The fans want more merchandise. I ask that all the powers that be do what they can to squash whatever beef they may have with each other, shake hands, get along, and work together to bring awesome merchandise to the fans. We don't want a repeat of what happened with Evil Dead the game, which is a fucking great game, but as it's been revealed through the grapevine, unfortunately, there is something that happened between the license holders and the game no longer is able to get content as such. We don't want that to happen with the entirety of the franchise in terms of merchandise, because that game was meant to be a 40th anniversary celebration of the franchise. It was special. It was the first time all the different companies were under one roof, and then things fell apart, and it was extremely depressing for a lot of us fans. We don't want a repeat of that. Hardcore fans of the franchise, we want to give you our money. We know you're in a business for the business of making money, but the only way you can do that is if you make stuff that fans want, like this. It is ridiculous that it's taken as long as it has to get this. And we want other stuff. We want the boomstick. We want an officially licensed version of the harness and the holster. We want, as crazy as it sounds, we want officially licensed blue shirt and brown pants, maybe even boots. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with the Evil Dead franchise in terms of merchandise, between toys, video games, apparel, and prop replicas. Like, you have 5 movies and a TV show and years worth of video games and comic books. There's no reason why there should be a shortage of Evil Dead merchandise right now, especially after celebrating the 40th anniversary. Like, we want to spend our hard-earned S-Smart and Value Stop paychecks on you guys and your merch. So just squash whatever beef you guys have between each other aside. Meet up, work together, bounce ideas off each other, and come up with dope-ass merch like this that fans want. Because we want merch. We want to give you our money for dope merch, and we'll do it. There's a market for almost every corner of the Evil Dead franchise. Check out different social media forums, get involved with the fans, talk to them, figure out what it is they like, what they don't like, what they want to see, and work on making it, because we need more stuff like this. We need more stuff like this chainsaw. Honestly, this is groovalicious. I'm over the moon with this. I can't wait to cosplay Ash again and actually bring this with me to a convention. And I can't wait for the rest of you who've pre-ordered the Saw to get it in your hands later this month, because it's dope. Like, I could cry because of how happy I am with this. This is absolutely just incredible. I love this thing. It's so badass. Kudos to MGM Studios and Orion Pictures for giving Syndicate Collectibles the license to make this thing, because this is absolutely amazing. And again, thank you to Jerry from Syndicate Collectibles and my pals Bill and Christy for making it a team effort to pick up this Saw at San Diego Comic-Con and get it out to me. I really appreciate it. I'm very happy to have this. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Again, to those who pre-order, this should be coming out to you by the end of the month, so just keep checking your emails for confirmation on when it's going to ship out and when it's going to arrive to you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and of course, stay groovy.